Damn, I'm not even done loading the truck for today's adventure, and here comes the rain. Forest fence treasure, who needs that? As I showed you guys at the end of last season, the hoard is now full. So 8 years it took to fill that, and it has 400 and some adventures worth of treasure in there. And this year, I'm gonna bury it. Millions in gold? No, but there's probably $500 or $600 worth of stuff in there. And the ultimate dream is that nobody finds that for 500 or 600 years. I'm going to put a piece of paper in there saying, who we are, what we did. I'll maybe even throw in an SD card in a waterproof container with all of the movies on it. And I hope somebody doesn't find it for a very long time. We're going to have to get another ammo case and start a new hoard for this season, season 9. Okay, we are all loaded up. I've got a bag with GPS, water, snack, detecting stuff, one detector, the DJI, extra batteries, pinpointer, whatever. We learned in yesterday's outing that the snow and the ice that are still in the low areas, the swamps, it's inaccessible right now. We're still a little early. So I got a call from Stan last night. He wants to go trekking today. He mentioned 3 places he wants to go explore and something about gathering hawthorn. So let's go pick up Stan. I really don't know that the weather is going to cooperate today, but we're going trekking somewhere. I had to stop and get my new glasses. I can see, finally. I've needed a prescription change for like 2 years. I finally got it. I don't know why she didn't change it the last time I got glasses, but I told her these aren't strong enough. Now I can actually see. Be able to find some treasure. Look at this. It's Playboy Stan. He's growing it out again. Ladies.
Morning.
Morning, buddy. So I'm standing here talking to Stan. He's showing me the machines he's taking today. It's raining and he's bringing non-waterproof detectors, but that's a separate story. And I look down and I see this sign right here. I'm going to show you guys the sign. I said, Stan, what are you doing with that sign? Oh, I hauled that out of the bush. So that's the actual monument that the city had posted for the Samuel de Champlain voyageur route here in the city where he first landed. And what did they do with that, Stan?
They threw it back in the bush after they erected a new monument.
Yeah, they just threw it away. So what year was that erected?
It's on the bottom, 1926. Ladies of the IODE.
That's history right there.
Yeah.
I said I was going to put it in the video, but I was afraid somebody would come and haul them away. But you've already sent pictures to the city.
The city councilor knows it. Yeah, I brought it home.
This guy saving history wherever he goes.
350 pounds that thing weighs at least.
How did you get it out of the bush?
On a dolly. Very difficult. A lot of sweat and pain.
Good job, buddy.
Back at the lake where we detected.
Don't say where. Don't say where.
Back of the lake.
One of our spots.
400-year-old trade cross. Jesuit in origin. One of the first. There's one in Michigan.
Crazy.
Mary on one side and Jesus on the crucifix on the other. Sorry, I'm shaking.
Hey, this is crazy, guys. If you look at this, 400 and some years old, you figure?
400 years old. When the Jesuits first come through here in the early 1600s.
Yeah, it would have been 1620s or something like that.
Yep.
And there's only 2 known surviving copies of these things.
One's in Michigan, where Champlain ended up, down in Lake Huron and the Michipicoten.
Don't tell us that we're not bringing you guys things that you don't see anywhere else. I mean, there's literally hundreds of things we've dug that I've never seen any other Canadian guys finding. That is one of the coolest. That is the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. All right, before I start this truck stand, you got to tell me where we're going and what we're doing today.
Well, just a minute now. Hang on. I got me belted in here. It's in my pocket. The list.
Oh, he's got a list.
The list.
Is this because you're getting old and forgetful now, or?
Well, it's because I know so many places to go that it's hard to remember them all.
I'm going to get you a book and you can write them all down for me.
So we're going to an old rail station, an old road beside our golf course, an old Indian village, maybe, that was noted on an 1880s railroad map. And that's good enough for now. Three will do. There's more on the list.
We don't want to give away too much, I think is what I read there. So I've got the detector, but as you guys can see, it is still frozen. 3-4 inches of snow here. I think it's going to be another week before we can really truly get detecting, but that doesn't stop us from taking a look. Yeah, we're up quite high here, as Stan was just pointing out, so the elevation has kept a lot of snow here. Okay, so the first trail that we're on here is turn of the century. We're on the edge of town, but there should be 3 homesteads that Stan found on an old map that we're gonna look and see if we can locate them. You can see the ground is pretty friggin' muddy, pretty soft. But also still frozen in many places. We're on the back of the golf course here, so they might be expanding. There's all kinds of balls here.
Balls? Look at them. Look at them, Gary. There's 1,000 of them.
I got a couple balls here, Stan. The old homestead might have been right here. They might have wiped it out by bulldozing here.
Something over there. Wood structure. Yep, they wiped it out.
So right here.
Wow, look.
Yeah.
Over here. Oh, geese. But it kept on going.
Okay, so yeah, I see some wooden structure right here. So one of the houses was right here. I see a discrepancy in your story, Stan. He says, yeah, those boards were from the original 1900s house. I remember the color of it. He must lie about his age because he remembers the 1900s house and what it looked like. Uh-huh. Maps don't show color houses, you.
Okay, all right.
He had fun playing out here in the front yard when he was just a wee lad. 1900s. Yeah, so there's wooden stuff down here and then further over there. So definitely, I think this place is a bust. So Stan says there's one of the walls of the house down there dropping off the back bank here. So we're in the right place. What we should do is locate where the bottle dump was. Bottle dump, Stan. That's what we need to find.
There's probably one here. Somewhere.
We might have to come back when the snow's gone and see if we can find the bottle dump. That sounds like a plan. So the road we're after is right there behind Stan, and it continues on early 1900s road, and there should be 2 more homesteads down there, but right now there's too much snow, it's too wet. We're going to move on to our second target.
Yeah, second destination. So I'm picking up some golf balls.
You gonna bring home a bucket full of golf balls? Okay. Oh boy. He's got treasures.
It's fine. Or is this for picking up golf balls?
I'm not sure, buddy.
Whatever, it's gonna hold them now.
It stands now. All right, does it work? User error?
Well, it might be seized up. Yeah, ball's jammed. It's bent in. That's all you gotta do is bend that out, and that's what it is.
I was gonna say, if you can't get it working, then you don't get to take it home.
I'm taking it home. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. But meanwhile, I could just...
You can just put them in the top,
feed
yeah.
up and then spill out into the bag, right?
You need one of those, Stan. So yeah, that's a Stan rule. I found it, I therefore need it.
There you go. See? See? I was
I
going
was
to say,
saying
it
to
looks like
Stan-
there's a trail here.
I looked down there, I said, there's an old car. We got to go check that out. If we can get off
That's
this.
proof right there, buddy.
This is pretty steep right
I
here.
know. Over here. Snow's hard. There's proof right there. The road's here somewhere, and there's two more down the road. That's a 50s Ford. Looks like.
Oh, dude. That's a little, just a little, a little deep.
Heavy or what?
Oh, jeez. Okay, that boot is now full.
You must have small feet. I got more.
Oh, jeez. Every step. You guys know, if you've watched the channel, we have found dozens of old cars like this in the bush, and I'm always amazed.
The other one over there?
Yeah, another one behind it. Maybe a truck. All right, what is it? It's a 1950.
I think it's a Ford. I gotta look at the taillights. It looks like a 50s Ford to me.
I believe, yeah, that's the remainder of a Pontiac symbol right there.
No, it says it right here, Pontiac. There's a much better, well, the first four letters, Pont.
Man, is it ever long? That was a long vehicle.
Maybe a Bel Air.
All right, what do we got here?
It's an old Land Rover front end.
Land Rover.
Land Rover. Not a Jeep, Land Rover.
Not much left of that one.
That's like a 40s Land Rover. Drove its way to death in here in the 50s. Aluminum fenders.
Yeah. I know we said we weren't going to walk the old road because it's just too treacherous and slippery and wet. But I'm with Stan. And this is what happens when you truck with Stan. You end up 5 miles down the old road, even though you say you're not going down the old road. This is pretty cool. I've been excited to get out in the woods, so this is good. Well, this is what every old homestead needed, Stan, was a nice creek.
A little creek, buddy.
Source of water.
Let's just wander over here.
Oh yeah, yeah. So proof of the old homesteads here. So now we're actually on the back side of that swamp that we were standing on the top of. And there's all kinds of roads and trails in here. But with all this snow, it's hard to see if there's a foundation or not. I just yelled for Stan to come this way because we can cross the swamp here. There's a beaver dam right there. So we don't have to walk all the way back around.
That's the creek. Come on. "70 years young."
Yeah. You get a little more wobbly every year, buddy.
I know. It's okay.
All right, what do you got here, Stan?
I can't read it.
It's not giving a measurement yet. He brought his oxygen measure. We just finished that hike there, the first hike. It's upside down.
Yeah. Gotta try a different finger. Oh, did it read?
I told you, you're not alive.
Believe it or not, that's I complained because the reading is a little off on the SpO2. I should be dead. And I sent them a message. They refunded me. It's free.
So my oxygen level was 95, my heart rate was 108, and Stan's just dead.
Read.
You know this isn't going to count because it's been 15 minutes of you dicking around with this thing.
Yeah,
So
I know. I know.
he's going to have way lower numbers than me and say, "Look, Gary, a 70-year-old man beat you." I know what he's going to say.
That was the deal, but it's not working for me, so I better shut up. Yeah, it was a boiler of some type because there's an opening on this side.
I know. I said, take that home for your hot tub. It's a one-man hot tub.
That's what you do. So I tell John, "John, you need a fucking hot tub. Just get an old steel tub and build a fire under it."
I'm not pulling that out of here, though. That looks heavy.
Oh yeah, it is. Try and pull it up.
Probably frozen.
Hinge is seized.
Yeah. Well, these trails are protected, Stan.
Is that thing going to wake up and fly at us?
Only if you steal golf paraphernalia. Okay, so where is our second destination?
Second destination.
It's the Indian Village?
Yeah, let's go do the Indian Village.
All right.
I'd love to do these grounds. Somebody used to set nets right out front with a hole there. He's got the wood I wanted to rock through. Here, look. Right here, that's obviously down.
Did you bring a shovel?
No, I just
I'm not clawing that out of the ground.
no, me neither.
Okay, so we're on the edge of the lake here, and this has got to be like a turn-of-the-century road. So we're just looking for any depressions where there could have been old houses, foundations.
They just basically had a hole in the ground with a roof on it. Well, here's some bigger trees.
I was just gonna say, look at that tree right there.
Bigger tree.
That's like old homestead tree right there.
That's depression.
Yes, root cellar or something right here.
You see? That's a 100+ tree.
Yeah, this definitely looks like homestead. Find us some proof, Stan. Okay, he's found the signal, but he's got no shovel. What's he gonna do?
Come back later.
He's just gonna leave it. I would have carried the shovel, Stan.
There's a sitting rock.
It's either a sitting rock or a headstone.
Oh yeah, full width with the black.
A nice sitting rock, but I'm gonna just warn you as well, Stan. I did see I'm stepping over some barbed wire fence, and I know that's your specialty.
It's kind of got armrests.
It looks like a throne.
It's like a Carrero racing seat. Very comfortable.
Now he's gonna use his detector to get up, and he's gonna break his detector.
Stone pile over there.
Here we go. Here I'm watching. Here we go. Oh, he made it.
Railroad tie. Old CPR railroad tie. Got hooked around the track and.
Let me guess. You need one of those at your house too.
No, it's put it on the rock pile.
Oh, now I wish you had a shovel or something to dig. So we actually left most of the detecting stuff back at the truck because the first place we went was so frozen and snowy, but we could actually have dug here.
With the boys back in the day. We used to canoe here around that point on over to where the big beach is at night, middle of the night, paddling. I was the paddler because I'm not allowed to spear.
We should be down there doing that beach. That's about the only place that's thawed around here.
Because that would have been...
That's totally an access down to that beach.
In the old days, okay, the river comes in... where does the river come in? Is it right?
Okay, well, we got to bring... Well, I don't know why I'm saying we got to bring detectors and come back and do it. We should have brought this stuff today.
Yeah. So let's go up here then... Oh no, let's go down here.
There's some areas cut out of the side hill here that might have had cabins on them back in the day. They're kind of flat. Yeah, no, I feel we should be detecting this beach.
In fact, when the CPR came through, there was no dams yet, and this would have been a big, huge beach right out to that edge of the water, out there.
Yeah, out a couple 100 feet anyway.
Yeah, and it would have been free of bugs. The natives would have loitered here. The river's right over there. The river's right there, I think, actually. See, the village wasn't too far from the river. And,
Well, I didn't know that road existed, or the trail down to this beach, or this beach. So you're learning something new out trekking with Stan. We'll have to... Well, I'm going to let him... He's going to swing a little bit. If we get any signals, we may have to go back to the truck and get the stuff. It says bride. Somebody was down here doing
wedding
wedding photos.
Lost her bridal thing. Is it brass?
You need one of those, Stan? No, I don't want to kiss the bride, Stan.
It's an old one, late 1800s by the double boobs.
Look what Stan found out there with his eyeballs. 1800s glass. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, he's got another treasure.
Yep, another treasure. Perfectly good minnow trap.
Washed down the river. You taking that home?
Yep.
Yeah, clean that before you put it in my truck, please.
He's still moving.
Stan gives it a shake and there's a bunch of crayfish in there. You should dump them out. That's a good deed for the day, buddy.
Yeah, it should be, actually.
Okay, so they've got a zip tie holding this closed and we've got no knife, so I'm going to try to bust it with a rock. Hey, yeah, I got it.
You got it?
No.
There's two of them.
No, there's two.
There's two.
Hey, I got it. All right, guys, we're gonna free you. Freedom! Come on. There you go. There he goes. He righted himself. You're welcome, buddy. Go have many babies and live a long, prosperous life. You too. Okay, I had an idea here. Buttons and rocks and buckles and goodness knows what all is in here. An old fork. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items in here. Let's see if we can make room for this. One last piece. Oh yeah! There. It is now officially full. Hope you guys enjoyed the adventure. Stan got a new ball picker upper and a minnow trap. And I got one more piece of treasure for the horde. We'll catch you guys in the next adventure.